Hello everybody, hello, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Sunday, August 17th. We are right in the middle of the last month of summer for where I live in Maine. Hopefully the weather is great where you are. I have the air conditioner on in here today because it is hot and humid already. As I am doing this recording, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning and already had to close the house up, which I hate doing because I like having the cool, fresh air and breezes coming in. But anyway, nevertheless, so I've got my microphone sensitivity turned up, so hopefully you can hear me just fine during this. This is going to be a coffee cup and cards for the sign of Cancer. Whenever you come to this, I am certain there will be at least a message in here for you, whether it's in the coffee cup, the plate, the cards. This is a timeless message, so whenever you click on it, there you go. Please do remember to give the video a like, a share, a thumbs up, even a comment. I love comments. So anyway, let's get right to it. So coffee cup, using my grandparents' 50th anniversary coffee cup for this one. Now, the last few readings, it's been difficult getting the water out of the cup for some reason. I don't know if we're having water troubles around the world or what the deal is. But anywho, please remember, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see. Okay. Here's the overview of your cup, so you can see how it looks. All right, Spirit. What do you want to show us today for the sign of Cancer? I see something that reminds me, or what I'm hearing is, you see that right there? It looks like there's a string tied to a crescent moon. I don't know if you can actually see it as well as I can. The camera's not a terrific camera, but it works. So I don't know if that means anything. Sometimes there is, I'm picturing, I don't know if it's a children's book, something with the moon, pulling the moon down, or giving your child the moon. And we can't always, do that. We try to be the best parents we can be. And sometimes we can't give them everything. That's the message that I'm getting with that, trying to pull the moon down, but that doesn't necessarily work. And there is a book that's about that, but I can't remember the name of it. So just keeping in mind, we do the best that we can do. We love our children, but we can't give them everything. They will have to find some things on their own. Okay. Next, I see something that looks like, what I'm hearing is observatory. Now, there aren't a lot of big, I don't know where they are. I know the one in Griffith Park in California, and maybe some of you are tied to that, but you see how there's this sort of mound here with this kind of beam going up. I'm hearing the word observatory. So this could just be a hint to be observant. It could be a hint to look at the night sky. That's what you really do in an observatory, is you're looking at the night sky for constellations and stars and things like that. This could be a hint, Cancers, to take some time to go outside and look at the stars. I'm getting a feeling of awe and wonder and remembering how beautiful the world is, how beautiful our universe is, and that maybe some of you have been really busy doing, and that this may be a message that you need to take some time to just be, to just observe, to just see, right? This could be just a simple message of it's time to observe. Could be things in your life, maybe you need to take a step back and look at everything, your job, your family, parents, kids, friends, coworkers, anything like that. Take a step back, take it in, look at it, slow down is what I'm hearing. Okay, now they're showing me, it's like a scene right along here with, it's like a meadow, and it's got all kinds of animals and flowers frolicking. I'm getting the same feeling about slowing down and observing, feeling like some of you are doing, how can I put this, Spirit? Give it to me in a gentle way. You're doing for your children. You're not remembering that you have to do for yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. This is not meant in any type of derogatory or mean way. They're reminding you to take time for yourself, Cancers. Take time for yourself. Do something that you enjoy, right? So, wow, that's quite a big message right there. Okay, what is this? They're showing me it's like it's a tree with an animal right next to it. More of what's out there when you observe. Wow, there's a big message about stopping to observe nature, your needs, your wants, your joy. Not trying to give your children the moon and stars, but loving them and, yes, spending time with them, but you can't give them everything. I just keep hearing that same message. I don't know if some of you are struggling with that right now, but yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. Back at the moon, the observatory. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. The beautiful meadow with the animals, the flowers, just looking out at something beautiful. Okay, let me see. Now, the bottom of the cup is loosely like a yin-yang symbol. You see that? I also see a face in there. Spirit, what is that? So balancing the masculine and feminine, meaning not being a pushover, being nurturing and loving, but not letting yourself be a doormat. And then your masculine side, you're balancing that, not being too assertive or aggressive. That's yin and yang. The face. When I put it up to the camera, it looks like a skull, almost like a sugar skull. I don't know if that means something. But then when I look at it with my eyes and not through the camera, it looks like a gentle animal with their eyes closed, like peacefully resting there. Could be a message about having some rest and rejuvenation time. That just keeps coming in, Cancers. Here we go with where the water doesn't want to come out in the beginning and now it's releasing. Could be something about release. Okay, let me see. I'm going to look one more time, see if Spirit has anything else they want to tell us. Anything else, Spirit? Now I see a person going fishing. See a fishing pole over here, person with like a straw hat going for all of this is pointing to relax, rest, rejuvenate, and doing things that make you happy, right, Cancers? Doing some things that make you happy. All right, let's see. Wow, that looks... The first thing I see is it looks like a bird flying. Wing, beak, body. Like a migration of sorts, maybe. Possible things are changing for you in some way. Some sort of migratory action there. Sorry, just trying to... I don't want it to drip on the desk. So that's kind of my first impression. That's the first thing that they're giving me. A bird in flight. Migrating. So Some of you could be moving. Something could be moving in your life. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? Now, when I turn it this way, it looks like a turtle. Head, shell, feet. Turtles, more animals. Now, turtles can symbolize having a shell. They always take their home with them. This could be a message of home is where you are. Home is in your heart. So I don't know if some of you are struggling with some type of move or something changing, but the turtle is a symbol of that. It can also be a symbol of having a hard shell, having a hard outer shell. And maybe that's where the balance message comes in, the yin and yang, being not too assertive or aggressive, being nurturing and caring. Okay. Every way I turn it, it's a different, so now it looks like a frog, like it has the frog's legs on the side and the head. Frogs represent prosperity, right? And frogs are very happy just leaping around and being in their lily ponds and whatnot. Frogs are pretty carefree. They don't have much to think about. But that does represent prosperity. So we have the bird in flight, migration. We have the turtle with home is where the heart is, home is within you. We have the frog representing prosperity. Wow, this is pretty amazing. I've never had this happen where one sort of impression with the coffee grounds is giving so many different messages from the one. Okay. All right, Spirit. Anything else that you want to show us from this plate? Anything else? Anything else? Just so funny. Well, maybe not funny, just different, odd. I see a footprint distinctly right here. See that? There's a foot. I can see all the toes. Footprint. Somebody leaving footprints on your heart. Somebody leaving footprints in the sand. That's a poem regarding Jesus and how he is always with you. And when you see one set of footprints, it's because he's carrying you through some tough times. But it also is footprints on your heart. Somebody has really impacted you, has really left footprints on your heart. Interesting. See a horse. Horses represent freedom, stamina, stability. Okay, wow. This is, so as I'm turning the plate, I see this kind of open spot here. And then it's almost like, if you can picture how a dragon's claw holds on to a pearl or a crystal, letting that crystal drop to you. I don't know what that means for some of you, but I can see it. It's right here. It's like the claw and the crystal, the claw releasing the crystal here. Wow. So be aware of meditating and taking time in silence. The dragons are definitely with you. And they may be dropping a gift of some kind, some sort of, crystal or gemstone. And a gem can be a gem of information. So just be aware of that. Okay, so as I was focusing and meditating on your energies, Cancer, I was drawn to use the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. You are a water sign. So the card that came out for you is Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. And it's a bunch of crystals. It's like a crystal cave with some water here at the bottom. It's beautiful. Trying to get it to where you can. It's an absolutely beautiful card. Come on. It's trying to focus, but it won't stay. Metamorphosis. All right, let's see what the message is. Embrace transformation. Things are different now. More than any other element, water is very used to change. Like lobsters, which must shed their shells in order to grow, when the conditions call for it, water transforms itself from liquid to solid, ice, and to gas, clouds, mist, and vapor. And while it may appear that the way we humans change is a little more subtle and slow than that, as ever-changing beings living in an ever-changing world, we're constantly transforming too. Every moment of every single day is an opportunity to embrace or resist change. When we embrace change, we embrace the intelligence of life. When we resist change, we resist the intelligence of life. Wow, okay, that's pretty profound. So listen again. When we embrace change, we embrace the intelligence of life. When we resist change, we resist the intelligence of life. Often it's in the growth phase that we feel most uncomfortable, when we've outgrown our skin or our shell or our old way of being. It requires great courage to release what was for the chance to begin again. This is what it means to transform, and it's what this card is all about. It's time to embrace what's changing around and within you, and to see it as an opportunity for great transformation and growth. The healing waters activation is thus: I embrace the changes that are happening around and within me. I'm ready to let them transform me. Beautiful, Cancers. Wow. That is a beautiful message from the Rebecca Campbell deck. All right, we're using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland deck for this reading for you, Cancers. So let's see what the tarot has to add and build on the coffee cup plate and your oracle card. Let's see where we go with this. Wow, that transformation message is huge. So I have no doubt that some of you are going through some sort of transition. It could be work, it could be home, it could be family, it could be relationships. But whatever it is, they're saying that you need to embrace the change. And you will know in your gut, because your gut is your best compass, when that should happen, how that should look. And just remember, don't look to others to see what you should do or where you should go or how you should be. You need to remember to look to your own guidance, your own spiritual guides, your own communication with Source, and all of that. We cannot build and live our lives for someone else. Everybody's on their own path. Okay. All right, Spirit. What are the cards? As I was talking, no cards came out. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1. 7 of Cups. Too many choices. Oh my gosh, what were we just saying? That's the message that Spirit gave me about not listening to what everybody else is telling you to do, how to be, how to run your business, how, you know, who to be with, who not to be with, what, all of that. Couple of aces here. New beginnings. This is this is what that transformation card is basically all about. And now you have 2 aces in the tarot. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, it's just amazing. It's brilliant. It's fantastical. I'm surprised every time I do a reading. Every single time. Not just every other time. Not once in a while. Every single time. At how Spirit can work through me to bring messages. Creation and collaboration. Okay, one more card, please. One more card, and then we will look and see what the message is from the Oz and Wonderland deck. Sometimes I get mesmerized by, oh yeah, the devils. Things are definitely going to change. All right. Sometimes I get mesmerized by how the cards look because they're so gorgeous. All right, so the first one is the Seven of Cups. So what I'm here, okay, so she all, see how the hand is there? It's like, which one do I choose? Which one? The green, the blue, the tall, the short. So Cancers, I'm feeling like some of you are facing some big decisions right now, and you're having a tough time choosing which way to go. And what Spirit is saying is you just need to tune in and listen to your gut. Your gut will tell you. You can feel what the answer is, right? Ace of Pentacles. I love how they depict the silver slippers, which is from the book, and the ruby, which is from the movie, right? In the book, the slippers are silver, not red. But in the movie, they felt like it'd have a bigger impact if they made them ruby slippers. So I like how the person who created this deck shows the actual from the book by L. Frank Baum, and then the ruby. I just said that twice. I don't know why. So so I do know why, because they're saying it's very important to stay true to what your story is. Not to sugarcoat it, not to make it look different, but to stay true to who you are. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. And the Ace of Pentacles is some sort of new beginning with how you earn your living. Are you changing jobs? Are you going back to school? Are you opening a business? Are you making a website? Are you suddenly doing a lot more advertising that you've been doing? Something is different. And then you have the Page of Cups. Cups are water, like your sign. Pages are novices, or they're new at something. They're learning something. What I'm hearing is you're learning about this transformation. You're learning right now about how to be in the new, whatever the new thing is. Embrace transformation. Things are now different, right? So this is representing you, Cancers, trying to navigate this newness, this new emotional thing that you're feeling. So, wow, love that. And then you have the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of truth. This is a reminder that when you go forward in this transformation, to do it in truth. And this goes along with the message Spirit gave me about being true to yourself, right? Being true to who you are. So now, with this other ace, swords represent words, thoughts, contracts, things with a signature, legal papers. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to where you can see it, and it's just hard. There we go. Ace of Swords. Words, conversations, texts, emails. So just be mindful that you're always truthful and true to yourself, mostly. Mostly meaning, I don't mean mostly. I didn't mean most. I meant what, Spirit, give me the words. Not the priority is being true to yourself. Thank you. Priority is being true to yourself. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Threes are creation and collaboration. This depicts Dorothy's rescue. So these three are working together to rescue Dorothy from the castle. And this is when we're working together with another person to reach a goal, whatever that goal is. Is it a work goal? Is it a relationship goal? Something like that, something along those lines. They're bringing me back to the moon in the sky. It's not always possible to rescue someone. Sometimes their story needs to play out. So Spirit is giving me a message. They want you to be mindful of, are you putting energy into rescuing a person when they need to deal with their own challenges So just be mindful of that, Cancers. Wow, this reading is all over the place. Then you have the Devil. I love the Devil card in this deck. It's so beautiful. So the Devil is Capricorn. The Devil is your fears. You may be fearful right now about this metamorphosis and this transformation, but you will get through it. This can represent a Capricorn, as I said. If you have a Capricorn in your life, Cancers, then this message probably has to do with you and that Capricorn, is what I'm hearing. But this can also be your fears about this transformation, this metamorphosis. It can also be doing things habitually, spending too much time on something, giving something too much focus. But they're bringing me really back to the Capricorn or the fears is more what it going with this reading. I love how the card is so white with the roses around and the beautiful red heart, and the red ruby necklace. It's just a beautiful card. The Devil is not necessarily a bad card. It's just reminding you of something to do with your fears of moving on, your fears of change, your fears of transformation, your fears about these things that aren't the same anymore. From this card, embrace transformation. Things are now different, right? Don't be afraid, right? We're walking our path, and sometimes things change and it's hard. But you will get through it. Don't let fear stop you from transformation, right? And for those of you Cancers that this has to do with a Capricorn, follow your gut. Be in truth, right? It's always important to be who you are, no matter what. That seems to be the big message here. As well as now, of course, I can't remember. And remember all the animals in the plate. The turtle, the turtle, and the flying bird, and the frog. Remember those? And what was in the plate about taking time to enjoy things for yourself, not spending all your time trying to make someone else happy, right? Not spending all your time trying to make someone else happy. Is there another animal oracle, Spirit, or is that it? Okay. I felt like there was. Okay, Cheetah. 4. Stability or stagnation. Perfect card to get, because when we don't change, we stagnate. Act swiftly with precision and determination. So something may be coming up and you're going to have to act on it. And what happens here? 13, this is another 4. So basically it's kind of saying that you're going to stagnate in the situation you're in if you don't transform, take on the challenge, let go of your fears, right? We don't want anybody to stagnate. We want you to grow and thrive and flourish, right? Be quick to adapt to the situations. I mean, cheetah and hare, same message. 4. Don't stagnate where you are. Take action on whatever the thing is that's coming in with these aces. Act swiftly with precision and determination. Be quick to adapt to situations. Adaptation was kind of all over this reading. Adapting and transforming and accepting it and embracing it, right? Okay, I hope and truly, truly, truly hope that this has helped you, giving you something to think about, something to feel into, and something to meditate and think about. Peace and kindness every single day. I am sending you beautiful green ribbons of heart light.